Merton added his name to the list of comedians who have poked fun at This Morning presenters Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby over their queuing row. The long-running team captain on Have I Got News For You quickly mocked the presenting duo's recent controversy, despite their desperate attempts to avoid addressing it. During the latest episode of the BBC satirical panel show, Steph McGovern was the latest guest host to quiz the team captains, Ian Hislop and Paul Merton. They were also joined by comedian Jamie MacDonald and Professor Hannah Fry. Steph posed the question, who are the 5 royal stand-ins? To the two teams. Private Eye editor Ian joked, Alan Titchmarsh, much to the amusement of the panel, before Paul added, Phil and Holly. He continued, they queued up to get that job, to loud laughter from both teams. Paul was making reference to the accusation many had aimed at Phil and Holly, who believed they skipped the queue to visit the late Queen's lying-in state ceremony in Westminster Hall. Following the uproar from This Morning viewers and the general public, the pair issued an explanation on their actions on September 16, but have avoided bringing it up again ever since despite the controversy raging on. During an appearance on the ITV daytime show, Holly addressed the row, which was reaching boiling point. She told viewers, like hundreds of accredited broadcasters and journalists, we were given official permission to access the hall. It was strictly for the purposes of reporting on the event for millions of people in the UK who haven't been able to visit Westminster in person. The rules were we would be quickly escorted around the edges to a platform at the back. In contrast, those paying respects walked around a carpeted area beside the coffin and were given time to pause. She continued, none of the journalists or broadcasters there took anyone's place in the queue and no one passed by the Queen. We, of course, respected those rules, however, we realize it may have looked like something else. Therefore, we totally understand the reaction. Please know that we would never jump a queue. The apology was not enough for some viewers, and boos could be heard when the pair arrived on stage to scoop the National Television Award for Best Daytime TV Show earlier this month. Despite their gong success, Phil and Holly are actually fancied by bookmakers to leave the show next year. Ladbrokes have them at 6/4 to be replaced for 2023, with Alison Hammond and Dermot O'Leary waiting in the wings. Alex Sapati of the bookmakers told The Sun, perhaps it's time for a change on the This Morning sofas. With Holly and Phil far from being in the British public's good books right now, it could well be a case of new year, new presenters, if the latest odds are anything to go by. Have I Got News For You airs on Fridays at 9 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.